Yes, welcome again, Azure SQL Server DBA. Check here, as part of today's class, we'll discuss, like generally as part of this session, already you are familiar, I think all our old students only. So generally say like as part of SQL Server, Azure SQL DBA, as part of this course, I will record say daily classes, I will share you. In the same way, like I will provide you soft copy material, I will provide you as well as soft copy book I will provide you. Daily recordings I will share. Soft copy material as well as I will provide you soft copy book I will provide you on Azure SQL DBA. So in the same way, like we'll see some Microsoft exams are there, like DP 300 is there here, one of a Microsoft exam. So after attending this course, we can, after preparing, we can attend this exam. Previously, we have 70765, but Microsoft has stopped this 70 series recently. Now they have started this DP series here. Right. So that is say like yeah. So in that say like right. So in the same way like yes. This is like just what is what us here. Then check here as part of today's session, we'll try to discuss here what is cloud computing. We'll see. Okay. So in the same way, just brief introduction, just 1-2 points about Microsoft Azure. We'll see. Later, we'll see in our coming classes in detail. Then, important point is here, any cloud computing. Cloud computing is nothing but, remember, like Microsoft has built the data centers across the globe. Okay, Microsoft has built the data centers across the globe, almost all every place here, yeah, across the globe. So, yeah, so means what? No need to purchase the servers here. Let's say tomorrow one client is there. One client is there, say like for that to the client, we are developing one SQL Server database. Okay, so in that case, like in that case, like we have instead of like purchasing the servers here for our client, instead of maintaining the separate hardware, separate infrastructure. So what we can do directly, we can place our databases applications in the cloud data centers. Just remember one point, later we'll see in detail, like with the definitions also, we'll see in detail official definitions also. Just cloud computing is nothing but what? A collection of data centers which are available across the globe. Okay, so with some features, cloud features, we'll see what are the cloud features are there. Just one point we have to understand, Microsoft has built the data centers here across the globe. So we can place our databases, we can place our applications here without purchasing the servers, without purchasing hard like storage, networking. Instead of building a local data center at my client location, what we can do, we can place the applications databases in the cloud data centers here. Cloud data centers. Okay, so that is like, yeah, then, so that from that cloud data centers, we can place our databases, we can maintain. See, previously we used to maintain in what? On-premises environment. On-premises means what? We used to build the data center at the client location. In that data center, we are hosting our databases, for example. Right? Now remember, no need to build the local data center with every client. No need to waste the money. right? To build the data center, remember tomorrow I am starting one new company. So if you want to build a data center, remember it takes time is required actually 2 3 months time is required plus investment is required, right? Hardware we have to purchase, servers we have to purchase, operating systems we have to purchase. Means like 40 50 lakhs is required to make the setup ready. Again, time taking process also, right? So that's why to avoid that problem now, most of the clients are preferring what? Cloud data centers. Why? Because already servers, everything is ready. Just we have to deploy our databases. Means what? In 1 2 days, remember, we can make the setup ready. No need to waste 6 months time, 3 months time to build the data center. Understood, right? That's why on-premises environment is there, as well as cloud computing environments are there today. That's why today we are preferring cloud computing platforms here. Check here. Microsoft has built the data centers here across the globe. If you see here, see very clearly they are showing here. Okay, here almost all everywhere in the world here data centers are there here, right? That's why directly what we can do, just we can create a account, started using that resources in the data centers, what servers we want, how many servers we want, everything we can start using here. Like here in case of India also we have three, actually we'll call it as regions just for basic understanding. I'm saying data centers. Here south means Chennai, Pune, Mumbai. Three regions are there, remember? In each region, we have data centers, physical data centers. Means in general, remember, in each region, we have minimum 2 data centers or 3 in general. Region is nothing but what? It is a collection of data centers. In Chennai, we have 3 data centers. In Pune, we have 3 data centers, separate actually, physically. In Mumbai also, we have 3 data centers here. That's why whenever you are placing the databases, whenever we are placing the applications, remember, we can directly place here in these data centers here directly. Means what? No need to purchase the servers, no need to maintain the servers, except here in some of most of the Africa. In other countries, we have very huge number of data centers are there here everywhere. Understood, right? What is cloud computing? Cloud computing is nothing but, remember, delivering the computing resources through internet. Whatever the resources we need, including both hardware and software, Microsoft is providing here by maintaining data centers. Okay, that is like first point we have to understand, and we have understood, right? What are the benefits are there with cloud computing? So benefits are there, no need to waste the time, no need to waste the money, right? So we can place the our resources, it may be applications or databases immediately here. These data centers are maintained with high security, both uh, both physical security as well as internet security. There's so many security options they are taking care of actually. So with latest hardwares here, right? So and see like physically here, like if I see the global networks, for example, network. See, Microsoft has built here very huge networks here throughout the globe with the cables are there. See, these are physical cables are there, not Wi-Fi, wireless. See, to lay down this cable, like yeah, so many months they have taken actually. Means from the sea. They have connected here from Mumbai to Dubai data center. Okay, from Dubai to South Africa. So again through this sea. Why? Because directly Yeah, some, it's like instead of going like directly across the uh, earth here directly on the surface, because so much licensing, so many issues may be there. Some countries may accept, some countries may not accept. So that's why, like they have laid down here, from in the sea. See, very huge infrastructure is it. Means Microsoft has invested lot of money, huge money. From 2013 onwards, remember, 2013. Okay, almost all 8 years back, 9 years back, Microsoft has started these cloud data centers here. Very high infrastructure, is a huge infrastructure. Right, right. So that's why remember providing the computing resources over internet. Okay, is basically cloud computing model actually. Cloud computing. Okay, right. So that is like just we have to understand what are the limitations were there with on-premises data centers, right? Like cost is huge, security problems are there, time-taking process. Okay, so then upgradations are difficult. Okay, again maintenance is lengthy. Then operational expenditure also is high, right? Especially if you go to African countries, remember, we have a huge cost is there, means electricity cost is very huge. And security problems are also there, right? So all those problems we are going to overcome with cloud computing platforms. I will show you official definitions, everything we'll see one by one. That's why in the summary, we have to understand on-premises environment is there. Second one is what? Cloud computing environment is there. Two types of working environments. Right. So this is yeah, various definitions are there. Cloud computing is the delivery of computing services over the internet. So everything is provided here in the form of service. Service means what? Like if you want to deploy the databases or if you want to maintain the databases, we have database services there. If you want to create the network, we have network services are there. Like storage services. Okay. Like they said, everything is provided in the form of service. Service means what? Indirectly, we have to understand. If you are taking, we are taking some service, what its meaning? We need to, no need to pay upfront, right? No need to pay upfront. Okay, depends on usage, we have to pay, right? Monthly, for example, in general, we know monthly or yearly or something here. Service means. Understood, right? Yes, yes. That's remember, we have to understand here, cloud computing is nothing but what? It is a collection of services. Services. That's why, see, as a cloud admin or Azure admin, as a Azure admin, we have to work with most of the services, but as a SQL Server DBA, remember, we have some specific services are there. We'll work only with those services. Understood, right? First point. First point we have to understand cloud computing is nothing but what? Collection of services. Okay, so here we can, this cloud computing provides your servers. What servers we want, we can create. Storage, databases, networking, softwares, anything we can create here with cloud computing. After creating the servers, remember, we can take remote desktop of the server also directly here. MSTSC. See, this server is there, for example, in Mumbai data center. Directly, I can take remote desktop of the server. I can provide some user credentials. I can start using, for example. So like similar to our local server, we can start working with. Understood, right? Yes. So that is like what is the purpose of your cloud computing? Uh, is there, sir? Yes. Check here, like companies offering these computing services are called cloud providers. Typically, charges are there here based on usage here, right? Based on usage, we have charges are there. Okay, right. No need to pay upfront any fixed amount, right? Generally, we have seen in case of if you want to build our own data center, we have to yeah, invest huge money. We have to invest and time-taking process also that we are avoiding here with cloud computing platforms. So many definitions are there. Generally, we have three types of cloud computing services are there. We'll discuss actually. Uh, yeah, Microsoft, yeah, any cloud computing consists of what? Three types of services. Common benefits, if you see here, common benefits here, hardware. Means what? No need to purchase the hardware, right? Global presence here. Any location we can place the databases here. Applications and databases we can deploy in any location. Why? Because we have seen just now, yeah, Microsoft has built the data centers across the globe. That's why we can place the applications anywhere, databases we can place anywhere. Maybe slightly charges may be different, but we can place our resources anywhere. No need to take separate approvals from Microsoft. Okay, right. The same way, on demand is there. On demand means what? At any time. On demand means at any time we can create the resources here. At any time. Understood, right? That's why no need that yeah, we have to access this time to this time only. Yeah, at any time we can access here through internet. Right, right. In the same way, like with cloud computing, sir, you can request the service you wish, and it should be up and running in the matter of what minutes. Right. So in the same way, say like scalability benefits are another major benefits here with cloud computing. Means what? Scalability means remember at any time we can add the resources, we can decrease the increase or we can decrease the resources at any times here. Okay, so we can increase or we can decrease the resources at any time. Okay, so with the cloud computing environments here. Suppose let's say today I'm using one server with 32 GB RAM. Okay, today I'm using one server with 32 GB RAM. Tomorrow's here we can increase the RAM at any time to 64 GB. Okay, right. So that's why say like in the same way we can decrease the suppose there is no need of 64 GB memory, we can decrease back again. Like they say, like we can increase or we can decrease the resources here at any times here. Okay, right. So that is like scalability is very, very important here and very important feature of cloud computing. Then broad network access, we have seen we can access from anywhere. In the same way, like pay as you go option is there. Here, no need to pay any fixed amount. Depends on usage only. We need to pay. Understood, right? Pay as you go option is it. Depends on usage only. We have to pay. Right. Yes. So check here, like monthly bill is generated, depends on usage we are paying. Then hybrid compatibility is there. Means what? Even like we can use the in on-premises data center if already data center is there. So okay, so in on-premises data center, still we can maintain some databases, some resources, and in the cloud data center also we can maintain. Means we can combine labor even this on-premises and cloud data center resources we can combine. Okay, so which is called say, hybrid compatibility. Instead of wasting the on-premises resources here, high performance benefits are there. These are like various benefits are there here in case of Microsoft Azure. Any cloud computing platforms we have to understand. Why today's here high performance? Why? Because we have different yeah, generally for what is like Microsoft is saying we are using GBPS network, means which is very fast network they are using. First major point we have to understand GBPS. And second main point we have to understand here, they are using for storage, remember, different types of storage they are using. One is standard SSD, HDD they are using, as well as standard SSDs, plus premium SSDs also they are using today. Premium SSDs. So like this, like different types of storage mechanisms they are using to get what better performance. These are like what is cloud computing, what are the major benefits are there with cloud computing platforms. Then already we have discussed like cloud computing is a collection of what? Services, right? Cloud computing is a collection of services. Right. In general, remember, these services are divided into three major categories. Cloud computing services here. Cloud computing services are divided into three major categories. We'll see. IaaS is there. Infrastructure as a service. See here. Infrastructure as a service here. Understood, right? Means what? Infrastructure as a service means what? Microsoft will provide the required infrastructure for us. Means what? Which servers we need, which storage we need, which networking components we need, they will provide here. Means in case of IaaS, remember what we can do? We can create our own dedicated server, we can create our own dedicated server we can create here in case of what? Infrastructure as a service. Okay, right. Just for basic understanding, remember, let's say tomorrow I am purchasing one laptop. With this laptop, we are getting what? Hardware we are getting plus OS we are getting. For example, our own dedicated machine. Like this here, we can create our own dedicated servers we can take so that we can take remote desktop of these servers at any time, which comes under here IaaS. Once again, remember for IaaS is what? Suppose tomorrow you want to maintain your own server in the cloud platform. Like Windows 2019 server, in that we need SQL 2019. For example, dedicated server where we can take remote desktop of the server. We can shut down the server, we can restart the server at any time. In that case here, we have to go with IaaS services, infrastructure as a service. Means what? It is a dedicated setup actually. Dedicated server we can create here. That's why dedicated server, that's why cost is also more here. Cost is high. Dedicated, right? In that server, other applications, other clients' databases are not there. Only this server is for us only. separate server. That's why in SQL Server, here in IaaS, what we can do, we can create here one dedicated server in cloud, Microsoft Azure. In that dedicated server, we can install our SQL version, which version we want, 2019, 2017, 2016, which whatever the version you want, we can install, we can maintain. That's why here, remember, as part of our SQL administration, here we have one service is there, Azure SQL VM. Azure SQL VM. Azure SQL VM is a virtual machine is there here. Understood it? Whenever you say, yeah, create a Azure SQL virtual machine, what it's meaning, it comes under IaaS. Okay, so here see, we can create the machine very fastly here. No need to install like Windows separately. No need to install SQL Server. Yeah, generally say like SQL VM is it, which is our own dedicated server we can create here. Means what? With how much RAM we want, with how many CPUs you want, how much storage we want. Like just remember, Azure SQL VM means what? Same or like similar to on-premises environment server it is, but server is not there at client location. It is there in the Microsoft data center just. Here we can implement all the features. Today with what features we are working as a DBA. For example, like log shipping, mirroring, replication, always on, clustering. We can implement all the features we can implement here in case of Azure SQL VM. Everything is same with what features we are working today in on-premises environment. With same features we can work here. Okay, with required OS, with required SQL Server version. Why? Because our own dedicated machine, right? That's why required SQL version. Second one is here, PaaS is there. Just remember what is IaaS I'm discussing, plus in the view of as a SQL DBA in IaaS, which service is there I'm discussing here parallel. Normal IaaS concept also I'm discussing. In IaaS, what services are there for our administrators? SQL DBAs I'm discussing. Whereas platform as a service here. Platform as a service. So it is a shared service here, shared environment. It is a shared environment. Why? Because I don't want a dedicated server. Suppose here like one college database, one small client is there. I want to maintain that college database, that college small client is there. That database I want to maintain. Why I want dedicated server with required OS, with required hardware infrastructure. Just I want to maintain one database, small database. In that case, what we can do, we can go with the PaaS here, platform as a service. Means what? Here Microsoft has installed SQL Server also. In a shared SQL instance, I will place my database. The same instance, others also can have their database. See, in a single instance, different users or different client databases are there. Okay? Understood, right? In general, sir, what is the meaning of PaaS? Means platform as a service. Means what? Like suppose let's say tomorrow I want to start working with SQL Server. Let's say I will purchase one laptop. After purchasing this laptop, what we are getting, what infrastructure we are getting? I will add the platform also. Platform means what? I will install SQL Server or whatever the tools we need. Okay, so that's remember what here. See, if we are going with PaaS, remember, no need to install SQL Server, no need to install Oracle, no need to install Java, .NET, anything, no need to install. But here we have to do everything. Why? Because our own setup we are creating here in the cloud. Means what? Hardware plus platform is there, ready to use. Understood, right? What I'm saying? Yes, if any questions are there, feel free to type in the chat panel. So from tomorrow onwards, I will enable the audio also. You can unmute also. Okay, no need to worry. That's why if any simple doubts are there, feel free to ask. Why? Because better to make the session as an interactive session. Okay, right, right. Platform as a service here. Understood, right? PaaS means what? SQL Server software is also there here. It is a shared environment. We have to understand. Here, remember, generally this environment is for not for large scale clients, small scale clients. PaaS environment. Here, cost is very less here. For example, if you want to maintain a database with size 2 GB, 2 GB here, its cost is almost 350, 400 rupees here, Indian rupees per month. Per month. See here, we are not purchasing any hardware. We are not purchasing any networking components, storage. Directly, we are placing the database in PaaS, and we are paying monthly 350 rupees. If you are going with 250 GB database size, then sir, its cost is almost 1,000 rupees per month. See, generally, if you want to purchase SQL license, we need lakhs of rupees required, right? Here we are not purchasing anything directly. We are placing the database here in PaaS. As part of SQL Server, in the view of SQL Server, here we have one service is there, Azure SQL Database. Azure SQL Database, one service is there here. See in the view of our SQL Server. Azure SQL Database service is there here. So which comes under PaaS, where we can create directly databases, we can create single database, we can create, as well as one more service is there in PaaS for SQL DBS, Azure SQL, virtual, Azure SQL instance, SQL instance. Azure SQL instance. One more, two services are there here. One is Azure SQL DB is there. Azure SQL instance is there here. Some differences are there. We'll talk about that. Till now, we have seen three as part of SQL Server DB. We have to work with Azure SQL VMs, Azure SQL database, Azure SQL instance, or we can say managed instance. See, these are the three services here we have to work as a DBA. And along with this, we need other services also, Active Directory, various other services. Then third one here, SaaS is there, software as a service. In case of SaaS, remember, it is similar to like, it is basically for non-IT companies. Means what? As a IT company, what I will do, I will take either IaaS or PaaS services from Microsoft. We'll add our own application, some app, for example, like hotel management app, some app. Then we'll provide it to the non-IT companies so that they can create a subscription. They can start using here. Means either IaaS or PaaS services will take from Microsoft as a IT company. We'll add our own application with what? Both application part plus database part. Will provide it to our non-IT clients, which is called SaaS applications here. Means what? No need to install anything in the client's machine, user's machine, right? Just they will create a account, they will create a subscription in our software, they will start using our software. So generally we have seen today we have Office 365 here, right? No need to download, no need to install in our laptop. Directly, yeah, we can create a account, we can start creating the documents. Like our Google documents are also there, right? Excel sheet is it. You can manage here, can be shared also. Those here come like Salesforce is it. All this comes under your SaaS applications. Understood, right? Three types of services we have to understand. Infrastructure as a service is it. Platform as a service is it. Means the hardware plus required platform is PaaS. Then it depends on the client set. If it is a small client, we can take PaaS services from Microsoft. We can add our own application. We'll provide it to the users as a SaaS applications here, software as a service. Right? So that is like we have to understand here three types of services. Let's say what we'll do. As a Azure SQL DBA, we have to work with Azure SQL VM, Azure SQL Database, and Azure SQL Managed Instance. Three options here. Right. Let's say just for demo purpose, first I will show you this Azure SQL Database. Check here to start working with Microsoft Azure, we have to create a subscriptions here to work with Microsoft Azure. What we need? First, we need to create a free account. We have to create. We can go to here azure.microsoft.com. Here we can create free account. After creating free account, now we can connect here. We can work with by using portal.azure.com. See portal.azure.com. We can connect to the portal from anywhere. We can start working with our databases, for example. Check here like, yes, see these are like two URLs we have to remember. Check here, we can go to azure.microsoft.com. See here we can create here. Generally 1 month free account subscription we can create here for 1 month. You can practice your services till 1 month or till $200 credits are exhausted. We can practice freely. Later, remember, account is disabled automatically. If you want, we can convert it into paid account. We can start working. Otherwise, we can delete the account. There are no charges are there. No charges are there. See if I delete the account. Okay, right. So after that, sir, what I will do? After creating the account, then sir, I will connect by using sir portal.azure.com. By using any accounts here, I can connect here by using what? Portal.azure.com by providing the password. Already have connected here. Let's will go to portal. We'll see. Check here. Already have connected in Microsoft Azure portal here. For example, check here. Like here see services are there. See. Just now we have seen this is Azure SQL database service. This is virtual machine. Here we can create the SQL machines here, completely dedicated server. We have storage services are there. Networking services are there. Azure Active Directory is there, similar to our on-premises Active Directory. Here we have Azure Active Directory. App service is there. This is for whom? For our application developers. .NET, Java, Android, PHP, any application developers. How to create an account? One question was there. Already I have shown you, but tomorrow I will show you again practically. Means what? Same thing. Just to create, go to what? Port azure.microsoft.com. We have shown. Just follow the steps. Create an account. Start free. Just fill some first personal information. Then it will first we need any one account. It may be Microsoft account. Means Outlook, create a Outlook account better. So then after that, with that account here, we can start. Once we connect, then we can create a subscription. Very simple steps are there. I don't know the password of this. Next year, like changing the policy very regularly. Okay, so just identifications here with next year it will ask the card after texting, then it will ask the card here. So just we have to enter the card details. Okay, so after entering the card details, so then say like generally Microsoft will detect actually ₹2 actually for validation purpose. ₹2 they will detect only for what? Validation purpose. And again, they will add that ₹2 back into our account. For example, see. Now, sir, card details it is asking either Visa or MasterCard. We do not accept debit or prepaid cards because they do not support monthly payments in your location. Yeah, please use credit card, it is saying. After entering here, then terms and conditions, select yes, then okay, created successfully. Once it is created, then we can connect to the portals here. Portal.azure.com. This much of amount is added here. Okay, for Indian customers. Then till that amount is exhausted, we can practice or till 1 month, anyone, which happens first. Understood, right? Very simple list. Use any account. While registration, use any account, create a Outlook account as a best practice. We can use Gmail account also. Let's say what I will do. I will go to this SQL databases here. Just I will show you simply how we can create a database easily here in Microsoft Azure. Click here, create. Yeah, some resource group name. I am selecting any name. We'll see later. Database name it is asking with what name you want to create a database here. Select a server. So they are not saying install a server, right? Already SQL Server is installed, but because in PaaS directly will work with our databases here. But we have to create a endpoint. Already Microsoft has installed SQL Server. Just that server's endpoint we have to create here. Optimize 33 something I'm saying just for differentiation purpose. Then say how we are accessing optimize 33 dot database dot windows dot net. Okay, so server login. Okay, password, some password. Okay, okay. East USA, anywhere we can Actually, remember, I'm not in creating server here. Already SQL Server is installed. Just we are creating a endpoint. Through this endpoint, we can access our database. Its meaning. Here we have like a pricing model is there. In past it is different. Already have said no? For 2 GB database it is 350. Now up to 250 GB database it is here 1000 almost all. Right, apply, review. It is showing set summary. Yeah, 14.97 almost all 1000 rupees here per month. Create. Like this here, how simply we can create a database here, see, in PaaS platform as a service. No need to install SQL Server. Directly we can create. Just it takes 2 to 3 minutes time. Once it is created successfully, then we can access this database from anywhere. Anywhere. Here I have shown you one example for Azure SQL database, which is a database service here. We can access this database from anywhere. Just to access the database from anywhere, just we have to configure the firewall. Firewall we need to configure here to access this database from anywhere. Okay, so that's like how we are creating a SQL database here in case of Microsoft Azure. After that, here, what I will do, I will open SSMS in my local laptop. Through this SSMS, I will log in here. Through this SSMS, I will log in. Check here. Here we have to mention the server name. Okay, so that server name we can see here once the database is ready. So server name is nothing but logical name or endpoint name through which we can access the database. We have seen opt33.windows.database.net is the server. Maybe previously also have created with same name opt3.database.windows.net login name password. Still our actually database is not ready. Like this here how we are connecting here in the place of server name we are using opt33.database.windows.net here. Okay, how we are connecting. Right, check here like deployment is in progress still. So yeah, once it is ready, maybe still it may take 1 minute time. So once it is ready, just we can connect to the, we can configure the firewall. Why? Because for security purpose here, we have to update the firewall ERC. Means we have to add the IP address from where we need to allow connectivity. It is ready, it is saying here, deployment is ready. Go to resource. This is our sales SQL database. This is the server name. Just now we have seen, copy this. The same way, first we have to configure here firewall. Add client IP. Means what? This is my system's IP right now. Okay, I want to add that IP in the firewall I am saying save. Added successfully here. Added successfully. Once it is added successfully, now I can connect to this database. See here, connect. Connected successfully here from my laptop. But if you see, we can see only database only here or one database only. And it is 12.0 versions here. In PaaS, it is by default version is a 12.0 version, which is also called as V12. V12. Okay, so which is called 2014 in general. We have seen 12.0. Here, see, there are no other options like replication. Okay, so server objects, management, no options, or agent is also not there here in PaaS. Why? Because we have seen it is a database level service. That's why here for automation, we have to follow different options here. We'll see how to migrate, how we are migrating from on-premises to Microsoft Azure. All those things we'll see step by step. No need to worry. I think already you have seen the course content. They are there in our website, optimizesql.com or itschool.com. Both are same. This is also one of our another website. If I go to Azure SQL DBA, download course content. Here see the course contents are there. Previously we have seen 70765. Now Microsoft has stopped it. We have 707, DP is there, DP 300 now. These are like course contents are there. You can go through one time. Okay, what we are going to discuss as part of this course. Just we have to understand here, like, yeah, we have to understand here one point, like in case of Azure SQL VM, we have seen we can create our own dedicated server. It is similar to like on-premises environment only, where we can implement all the features, log shipping, mirroring, everything. But here, remember, we can't implement log shipping, mirroring, everything. We have seen agent is also not there. That's why Azure SQL database has its own features, like data sync is there, which is similar to replication, and geo replication is there here, which is similar to always on. Everything almost all 90-95% all are automated here. Backups all are automated here in these two. Okay, let's say we'll conclude the session. As part of today's session, we have seen what is cloud computing. We have seen cloud computing is nothing but what collection of services which are provided with through the global data centers. Azure, we have seen one of a cloud computing platform introduced in the market from 2013. Okay, after that we have seen cloud computing services. We have discussed three services: IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. Some more detailed information about this we'll see once again. But we have to understand these three words: Azure SQL VM, Azure SQL Database, Azure SQL Managed Instance. Maybe managed instance maybe not clear for you. We'll see this in the tomorrow session. We'll show you one example for this in the tomorrow session. One example for this. Then we'll start with any one SQL VM or SQL databases. Okay, this is we have seen how we can create an account, how we can connect and work with the portals here, Azure portal. Okay, right. This is like just what we have seen here as part of today's class. What is Microsoft Azure and what are the services are there for us for SQL and DBS? What are the features are there? Which options are there? Okay, right. If any queries are there, any doubts are there, yeah, we can discuss those doubts. Okay, right.